Hey, y'all, what's up, Ottawa?
Yo, you know we got to do it again.
Damn right.
They're killing us in these streets, you know?
Yeah, man, this shit crazy.
Let's ride.
Let's get it.
My heart goes out to all of my brothers who been shot by the cops, can't trust the undercovers. Cold-blooded the way they did Demetrius Stanley. Shot him in front of his own home with his family. Innocent black man killed once again. To the hands of these crooked cops, they ain't your friend. Hunt us down, they bloodthirsty men. Gun us down, walk free and they win.
They killing us like George Floyd. Put a knee to your neck while they hold you down. You can't run, they'll gun you down if you drive away like Andrew Brown. Same way they did Matthew Williams. He had a knife, but they ain't have to kill him. Lied on him, say he lunged at him. He tried to flee, they shot their guns at him.
It ain't gotta be nighttime, it can be broad daylight. Get out your car, try to get back in, they'll kill you like Dante Wright. If you think cops like us, they don't, they hate us with all they might. When they pull you over, guns drawn, finger on the trigger, they don't play fight.
Nah, they don't play right. They don't give a fuck about witnesses. Gotta really show them what the business is. Why they out here killing kids, and we see what it really is. Got me losing my appetite, and the bitches harassing you at the light. When you feel you gon' die, then it's fight or flight. That's what happened to Rodney Applewhite.
Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us.
Never will understand ever. We living in fear. We kill every day because they got the upper hand. They murdered another man. Yeah, his name Joshua Peace. Kicking his body, he lay in the streets. It's the belly of the beast. That's why we say fuck the police. Fuck.
Crooked cops stay stalking. Kurt Reinhold murdered for jaywalking. Damn. Pull me over, I hand you my gun license. I ain't doing no talking. Yeah. Justice for McHale Rose, murdered by police at 19 years old. They said he had burglarized some place, but that was a lie. Let the story be told.
They live by it, they gon' die by it. Understand what I really mean. Shoot a nigga while he handcuffed in a seat belt that was really green. Patiently waiting for the Lord's vengeance. In the UPK, we got the illest team. All devils, they must die. Cut their heads off with a guillotine.
Right. A.J. Crooms and Sincere Pierce, y'all gon' learn who they are. That's right. The cops massacred these two young brothers and shot at their car. These devils can't help us, it's one solution, let's not pretend. We begin to police our own neighborhoods, we must defend and bring these homicides to an end. Tired of these cops killing us, every day of the year they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us. Tired of these cops killing us. Every day of the year, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. When you turn on the news, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us. In broad daylight, they killing us.
Tired of these cops killing us.
They killing us. They killing us.
Real talk. Clap it up, man. Clap it up. Shout out to also when y'all in YAHANNA, man, for that jam. You understand? The oppressor is the devil speaks of. You understand? We gonna make sure we scream it every time we stay in front of people. You understand? But this is I.S.U.P.K. Thursday night scripture breakdown class. I.S.U.P.K. started on the Commander YAHANNA, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? The truth made its way all the way down to Texas because Commander YAHANNA didn't give in. He didn't give up. He held down. You know what I'm saying? So brothers like me can have a chance to teach his truth to wake up other brothers like me. You understand? So also big shout out to Commander YAHANNA because every day this week, brothers in the school has been one body. You understand? We've all been teaching the same lesson this week, Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Trying to pull our people out of this pagan holiday. You know what I'm saying? No matter what school you was from, a brother brought a heavy lesson on this horrible holiday, this oppressor's holiday. You understand? And brothers been on point with it. So we're gonna try to keep that same spirit in us, and we just bring this out today. Give me Jeremiah 10 and 2.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Man, look, these heathens follow these so-called holidays, you know what I'm saying, to their own detriment. Like, it's they can do what they want to do, but Israel, we cannot do what these heathens do. You know what I'm saying? Each holiday that these heathens follow is it comes from them oppressing us. It comes from them destroying us some kind of way. It's to their benefit. It works out. We got Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a day of what? Murder and mayhem.
Right.
Raping, robbing, and pillaging. But yet that third week in the Thursday in November, you sit down with your family, you hold hands and say grace.
That's like if I
Go
may,
ahead.
you know what I'm saying, and a lot of black people they brag and they boast on saying that well, I got Indian in my family. My grandmother,
Good
my
night.
great grandmother, was such and such Indian, or she was this, or she was that, or he was this and he was that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got good hair in our family. But then, you know what I'm saying, that day is celebrated by the oppressor of
Right.
rape, robbing, and killing your ancestors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you destined to go to the store and buy that butterball ham and then that glazed turkey. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to, you know what I'm saying, use the excuse of, oh, this is the only time, it's about family. It's about giving thanks. That's what the Christian church teaches, you know what I'm saying, that Thanksgiving is about giving thanks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's clearly not about giving thanks. You can thank the Lord every day.
Every day.
Every hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, give thanks or have your family assemble on that day or blame it on the kids or blame it on anything besides realizing what the real origin of these pagan holidays and these war victories of our oppressors.
Right. Well said. And it goes to show just how much you hate your people. When you keep these so-called holidays, man, you're proving to the Lord that you hate him and you hate your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? You can eat a turkey 364 other days of the year. But it becomes a problem when you eat it on that Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You hate your mama 364 days a year, but on that day, for some reason, y'all the best family on earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the lie that the oppressor has put in our mind. You understand? That these holidays mean something to us. You know what I'm saying? 4th of July. You were a slave when this holiday was started. You know what I'm saying? Your freedom was not, you were not free at all. When the oppressor was signing that paper about his independence, using the back mopping.
Right.
Using the back probably getting beat.
Right.
For being seen.
Right.
You understand? Like these days, these high holidays are not for us in no way at all. Whenever we follow these high holidays, we lose every time. Read that scripture again.
Come. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Do not learn the way of the heathen, man. The heathen have no respect for the Most High. You understand? And the Most High don't care. He let them do what they want to do. It is you that he made that contract with. It is your forefathers. You were put on those slave ships because of that contract that he made with your forefathers.
Right.
You understand? And keeping these high holidays, these holidays of the heathens, you're in breach of contract every time. Keep going.
Come. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Go ahead.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
No, the heathens are dismayed for everything they see in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like they take them stars and make horoscopes, and they know what the Capricorns are gonna be doing next week. You know what I'm saying? And you gobble it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that is BS, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Verse 3. For the custom of the people are vain.
For what?
For the customs of the people are vain.
For the custom of these people, these heathens, they are vain. They don't profit you at all. You understand? They actually pull you further and further away from your power, from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You following these customs of the heathens around you show that you are destroyed. And that's why during this week, the I.S.U.P.K has been on the airwaves telling you to come out of her. Leave these heathens' holy days alone.
Right.
They're not for us. All right. Give me Colossians 2:8 out.
Come. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
After what?
after the tradition of men,
Come on.
after the rudiments of the world,
Uh-huh.
and not after Christ.
You know, you ever ask a Christian, did Christ celebrate Christmas? They'll tell you no. You ask them, did Christ celebrate Halloween and all these other things that you follow? They would tell you no. But because they don't actually follow Christ, they don't care. They follow the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like my neighbor, she is a Arab. And you know, I walk outside there and she got skeletons hanging from her garage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like to be like the oppressor, these other nations give up their own customs to be next to them. You understand? The so-called white man is he at the top. And whatever it takes for you to get next to him, you will do. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college, it was Arab celebrating Christmas. Like, damn, I can celebrate Christmas?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You actually think a white man's gonna come down your chimney? You understand? But it's all for the love of the so-called white man. That's the reason why they do anything. That's the reason why you do anything. You know what I'm saying? You blacks and Hispanics, Native Indians, you would bend your back over to just sit closer to the white man, to be next to him, to be loved by him. You do everything you need to do. When there's a greater power on outside of our own mind that we can't understand, that if we just do what he asks us to do, we'll be above the white man. We'll be above all these other nations, all these other cultures, man. All these other heathens. We'll be put above them. And they want to be like us. But because we don't have that strength in us, you know what I'm saying? We're going to kiss the white man's ass until it kills us.
Right.
You understand? All right. Give me Matthew 15:3. We'll go there.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition?
Right, man. Following these holidays, you are transgressing. You're transgressing the commandment of the Most High, man. You're going against the law, statutes, commandments by following these traditions. Can you find Halloween in the Bible? Christmas? Valentine's Day? You can't. But you can find the most high holy days in there. Leviticus 23. You can find those in there because those are ordained from the Most High for us to follow. You understand? Go ahead.
Right, so like if I may, and when it's talking about the traditions, you know, well, Matthew 15:3, that's talking about something minute too.
Mm-hmm.
But also when it's talking about the traditions of men, like even like just say Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is a celebration about 3, 4, maybe 5 different gods that had nothing to do with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't read the entire thing in Jeremiah, but it was explaining what, like one of those things. It's talking about the Christmas tree. Now the Christmas tree, they was doing this in the book of Jeremiah. So this is the Old Testament. So this predates Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that the Christmas tree is something about Christmas, something about giving. You know what I'm saying? It represents, you know, Christ being born and stuff like that, because this predates Christ.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just to give a brief story about it, it's about somebody that died, you know what I'm saying, and they wife or they mama, I think it was both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying that, you know, my sons, because, you know, if that person was the king, my son's spirit is inside this tree. And if you don't sacrifice or give gifts to this tree, he's going to come back and destroy you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody in that area or in his ruling, you know what I'm saying, gave gifts to that tree.
Right.
So that's where that came from.
Right.
So that's just one of the things that you celebrate during Christmas.
Right.
Like you break your back trying to drag this tree inside this house. You know what I'm saying? Most people they do, you know, they just go buy one of them artificial trees. But around this time right now, they getting together, getting in gear right now. So it's gonna be a naked piece of land on the earth within the next 2 months because all the trees are cut down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All right, that's all I got.
No sweat. No, that was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like the oppressor is gonna make money off of those Christmas trees that he planted 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? He is gonna make a killing, which is the reason behind all these holidays. Money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Money. And with Halloween, did you know that Halloween is the number 2 highest grossing holiday in America?
Wow.
The number 2. Of course, number 1 is Christmas, but it's number 2. From candy sales to costumes, like this is the night of ghouls and goblins. You know what I'm saying?
Peppa Pig stocks going up.
You know what I'm saying? You can
Boss
be
baby.
you can be a sexy nurse. You Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to be, you can be tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of men are being women tonight. They're dressed up as a woman. Halloween is a day where they can fulfill their own desires and come out dressed like a woman. Before they had their civil rights, the LGBT had their civil rights. Halloween was their night to get loose, to be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they book out hotels and you walk into a hotel thinking you finna get you a good night's rest, and you see people with chains wrapped around them and leather and
It's true. You know what I'm saying? Tonight Halloween's their night to be who they want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a night of revelry. All right. So we're gonna bring out this little history of Halloween, and we're gonna try to put some precepts to it to show y'all that this is not of the Most High. This is not what His chosen people are supposed to follow. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right. This is the history of Halloween. The source is history.com. Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, and Halloween 2021 will occur on Sunday, October 31st.
Wait. It's going to occur when?
On Sunday, October 31st.
So you mean to tell me you're going to leave the Christian church, get dressed up as a woman, and go out and trick-or-treat and go out and party, do what you want to do?
Right.
That is the epitome of Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
Khan. The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain.
Mm-hmm.
Samhain is a pagan religious festival originating from an ancient Celtic spiritual tradition.
Right.
In modern times, Samhain, a Gaelic word pronounced Samhain, is usually celebrated from October 31st to November 1st to welcome in the harvest and usher in the dark half of the year.
So they use this festival to celebrate the dark half of the year. Keep going.
Khan. Celtic calendar is divided into 2 seasons, the dark half and the light half.
Right.
And Halloween marks the beginning of the dark half.
All right. Keep going.
Dark half of the year. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter.
Or the what?
Dark, cold winter.
So the dark half of the year was the dark, cold winter. Go ahead.
A time of year that was often associated with human death.
It was what?
Often associated with human death.
The dark half of the year was often associated with human death. That winter was cruel. You know what I'm saying? It's taking lives. You know what I'm saying? So the night before all that happened, that 31st, you know what I'm saying, to November 1st, we celebrate. We celebrate the darker half of the year. There's a chance we're going to die here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a big festival. We're going to get these drinks going, get these women dancing, get the bonfire blazing, and we're going to have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Winter's coming.
Winter, right. It is upon us.
Khan. Celebrants believe that the barriers between the physical world and the spiritual world break down during Samhain, allowing more interaction between humans and denizens of the outer world.
Now, you gotta understand the history behind that. During that time, during that festival, people were doing all sorts of things. You had men raping women, killing women. You had women waiting all during the year for this one day, for this festival, so they can kill men. You know what I'm saying? So people were so afraid that they how can I say this? They compared it to demons and the outer world coming in and killing these people. You understand what I'm saying? They used this festival as an excuse to say, well, it's demons and our world and the ghosts and goblins are coming and killing people when it was actually really people killing people. You understand? But this was an excuse to revel. Go ahead.
Khan. Early texts present Samhain as a mandatory celebration lasting 3 days and 3 nights, where the community was required to show themselves to local kings or chieftains.
Mm-hmm.
Failure to participate was believed to result in punishment from the gods.
Failure to what?
Failure to participate was believed to result in punishment from the gods.
Man, if you were not here getting loose like everybody else, you were punished. You know what I'm saying? The people in the town punish you, but therefore it would seem like you was being punished by the gods. Go ahead.
Khan, usually illness or death.
Mm-hmm.
Some documents mention 6 days of drinking alcohol to excess.
Doing what?
Drinking alcohol to excess.
Getting sloppy. Go ahead.
Typically, mead or beer,
Mm-hmm.
along with gluttonous feast.
Along with what?
Gluttonous
I'll
feast.
tell you something, man. Anytime the oppressor has a feast, it is really an orgy. You know what I'm saying? You already sloppy drunk. You're doing whatever you want to do. The bonfire going. You got the music blaring. There is an orgy going around somewhere. There is homosexual activity being taking place somewhere in these oppressors' festivals. You know what I'm saying? And they use these festivals as an excuse to be themselves. You understand? We are not supposed to take part in none of these because these go against our power, our culture. You understand? Let them have that. Let them have their time to shine. It's on them. But for us in our power, Leviticus 23 is our high holy days and not this. Keep going. Go to All Saints Day. Salaki, give me Amos 5 and 21.
Khan. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I what?
I despise your feast days.
The Most High knows what's being taken place at these feast days, man. You understand? And you not serving him is one of them. He knows what these feast days are about, what God these feast days come from. What's the origin behind these feast days? And serving him is not nowhere a part of it. Go ahead. Anything else on that?
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He ain't going to be around to see that, man.
Right.
The Lord is not with you when you celebrating Halloween.
That's why some of y'all women get sexually assaulted at the Halloween party at work.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You know, Jim Bob from advertising, he come down zooted.
Right.
You know, Kiki, I like the way you send your emails with the little smiley face, and you just ha ha ha, Jim, man, you crazy, and he just rubbing you up.
Right.
You don't care because you drunk too.
Drunk with your Catwoman suit on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be a sexy nurse. Jim has been waiting all year for this opportunity.
Right.
And what can you say? You dress like the whore.
And he come out dressed like Thor.
Yeah. He trying to get that hammer, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you dress like the neighborhood slut. This was your one day to get loose with no ramifications, no problems, nothing, you know what I'm saying? And Jim took advantage of that. He's going to take advantage of that. You gave Jim exactly what he wanted. You've been coming to work 364 days, looking all, nice, covered up and everything. But it's one day, it's time to get loose.
Right.
It's time to have your breast out. It's time to have your dress shot up. You know what I'm saying? Short dress on. Stomach out. Back out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, face is dolled up. Jeff, what's his name? Jeff?
Yeah.
Jim, whatever.
Jim from advertising.
He's going to take advantage of that. Bob from marketing.
Bob from marketing.
He's about all that. And you did him a favor. Now, back in the days, this was a time where those men like that would rape women, kidnap women, kill women. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're giving him a target celebrating his culture, his high holy days.
And won't get caught, so like if I may, sir, because he got a costume on. He masked up.
He masked up.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he come in there dressed like you don't know who in that Scream outfit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't see none of his features or nothing. He just walking around the whole party getting it in.
Right.
And he come back, what? Such and such was raped. Wow. I wish who could have done that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Turn on the black light in his office and it's
Good night.
evidence everywhere.
Yeah, they got pictures of you in his office. He been stalking you all year.
Right.
Praying to white Jesus for this day. You know what I'm saying? You bought for marketing. Keep going out.
Oh, you want to go to 22?
Yeah.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings.
Salaki, give me an All Saints Day. Salaki.
Come on, come. This is All Saints Day. On May 13th, 609 AD, Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs.
Mm-hmm.
And the Catholic Feast of All Martyrs Day was established in the Western Church.
Come on.
Pope Gregory III later expanded the festival to include all saints as well as all martyrs and moved the observance from May 13th to November 1st.
Come on.
By the 9th century, the influence of Christianity had spread into Celtic lands,
Mm-hmm.
where it gradually blended with and supplanted older Celtic rites.
Right.
In 1000 AD, the church made November 2nd All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead.
Read that again in 1000 AD.
In 1000 AD, the church made November 2nd All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead.
The Christian church is the push behind all these pagan holidays. Everything that you do in the Christian church is pagan. The Lord has nothing to do with it. Now, the Lord didn't confirm, he didn't approve of this. You know what I'm saying? That the Christian church made November 2nd All Saints Day, All Souls Day. The Lord ain't with that. The Lord ain't finna make a day to honor the dead.
Right.
You understand? Like, these totally go against these scriptures, man. These high holy days of the Christian church. Totally against the scriptures. And this is how you end up hurt. You end up hurt because you follow the oppressor. You follow the heathen instead of your power. And we suffer for it every time. For July, we die more than anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Christmas, Thanksgiving, we have more fights in our house more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? This coming up Thanksgiving, you're going to find that somebody going to start a conversation where you find your uncle who's been living in the back, molested everybody in your family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to blow up everything. That's going to blow up that perfect family image I had at first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We are not supposed to follow these heathens, man. And the Lord is going to punish us every time. Damn, he already put us on slave ships. He already just destroyed us. What more do you want him to do for us? This is the time for us to use to come back to him. To come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Because we are in trouble following the oppressor. Keep going up. Oh, give me Luke 9:60, man.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 60. Yahweh said unto him, let the dead bury their dead.
Let what?
Let the dead bury their dead.
Uh-huh.
But go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh.
Look, man, we got kingdom building to do. Big Mama gone. You can grieve for her long enough. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time I get out here and do this work. She'll be back. She'll be back. Go and do this work so she can come back to something. You understand? Let the dead bury the dead. Not go out here and paint your face and you know, what's the day? What's the day in Mexico they call it? In Mexico where they celebrate the dead?
Something muerte. Yeah.
Let that go, man. Let that go. You celebrating that day, going to the store, buying makeup and costumes and all that's doing is putting money in your oppressor's pocket to keep you in slavery, building his kingdom up. Follow these laws, statutes, commandments, man. Come build your kingdom up, your people up. When we gather together to keep these Leviticus 23, That's building our nation up, strengthening our nation as a family, as a whole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got something?
Yeah, I mean, just what he's saying about the high holy days that's in Leviticus, like the Passover. That's the biggest family reunion on the earth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many Johnsons it is in your family when you go to Louisiana or wherever you have your family reunion. Okay, yeah, y'all have a good time, but you ain't never had no good Passover
I'll
time.
tell you something, man.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody at the Johnson family reunion, you know what I'm saying? That's blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to the Passover, you're gonna see brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? We all blood, from Adam and everything, but I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are all family, man, that you've never met before. That's amazing, man.
Right.
And you talking to everybody like you just saw them yesterday.
Right.
Like you've been knowing them for years.
Right. And there's no danger there. There's nobody trying to rape you, waiting in a corner, stalking you, waiting for you to get drunk enough so he can, you know what I'm saying, come run up on you. You know what I'm saying? If I may, my first Passover, man, it was, and how I knew, like, the spirit of brotherhood was in the school.
Right.
Captain Taiwan has never seen me for a day in my life.
Right.
In New York, the streets are stupid. Like,
right.
You got to go down miles before you can do a U-turn. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to park here and the vendors over here. So we had to cross the freeway. So Captain Taiwan, I've never seen him before. He saw me from way across the street, ran, you know what I'm saying? Jumped the median and came and gave me a salute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You don't know me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I tell you that I tell everybody about that. Because that's the brotherhood that I will never forget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he did that, all the pressure, all the nerves was gone. I was relaxed at the Passover. I had the damnedest best time ever at the Passover. Because I was in a safe place.
Right. I mean, I had to talk. I had the opportunity to talk to a real Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talking about the one that you see on TV, or you know what I'm saying, that you might know somebody in your family that say they from Jamaica. No, I'm talking about a real blood clot Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you talk to a real, you ain't gonna understand nothing he's saying.
Right.
And he talking English though.
Right.
But you ain't gonna understand nothing he's saying. I got an opportunity to talk to somebody from the UK, London.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A brother. You know what I'm saying? He talked to me like he been knowing me for years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a true high and holy day, man.
Right.
Not collecting candy from your co-workers. And the thing about Halloween is, you know what I'm saying, you teach your kids all their life,
right,
not to take nothing from strangers.
Right.
Don't you take nothing from strangers, especially no oppressor. Don't take nothing from strangers. Don't even speak to them. But this one day, yeah, we gonna go ahead and knock on their door today, and we gonna beg for their candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna have the good candy.
Right.
They not gonna have the little Brock's 5 center. You know what I'm saying, that people used to get from Walgreens back in the day.
Oh, yeah, Brock's.
Yeah.
Nice. The orange and the black, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The little candy corn. They gonna give you, they probably even give you canned goods, a whole pack of meat and everything.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? But that one day you make an exception for that.
Right.
And that's teaching you, and that's what teaching your kids. All oppressors ain't bad oppressors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to love everybody.
And if I may, child molesters come out too on Halloween. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
Child molesters are in full form. You know what I'm saying? They full power on Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they have what your kid wants.
They got the best candy.
They got the best candy. You know what I'm saying? Do you think your kid would dress up as a goblin or ghoul and go in the world with other goblins and ghouls for just to do it? No, they do it for the candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put your kids in a bad situation for candy. When I was coming up, they used to put razors in candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go home with candy, you bust your whole grill up for candy. Like there's wicked people out here, man. Wicked, and in their mind, they are messed up. But you willingly push your kids to them.
Right. And then a child molester know, you know what I'm saying? Like every house on the block gonna have that bag of candy that they selling at the store. So it's gonna have a little mixture of Snickers, M&Ms, and all. Yeah,
Right.
that's common candy now.
Right.
But he know the children these days, they like Sour Patches, Takis. Oh, just beware of the house that got Takis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they got whatever the candy that the kids like these days, that's what they got. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is just, pinching the penny or like I'm gonna just get a little generic bag of candy and just put it out there or whatever. But Predator's gonna have the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. You know what they're gonna have?
Right.
They're gonna have full-size Snickers.
Full size, yeah.
Like,
full-size Snickers.
Like you can't find, especially bite-size. You can't find bite-size Snickers nowhere until Halloween.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are certain candies you cannot find nowhere until Halloween. Halloween is keeping a lot of these companies alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Halloween sells 25% of all candy for 1 weekend, for a couple of days in the world. You know what I'm saying? 25% of all candy sold in the world is sold during the Halloween period.
And whatever they don't sell, they repackage it for Valentine's Day.
Right. That's crazy.
To get you again.
That's crazy.
Baby, I'm sorry. Be mine.
Be mine. You understand? So, and with that also, you put your child in danger every time. Let me show what I just saw a second ago. Read that for me out.
Con.
Found this article just now, and I thought I'd bring it out right quick. Go ahead.
Here's why Halloween is the deadliest day of the year for child pedestrians.
Come on.
Children are 3 times more likely to be fatally injured by a car on the holiday, and the risk grows to 10 times for kids 4 to 8.
So that's it on that. I just want to bring that stat out. When you send your kids out there for some damn chocolate cupcakes and all that, and you know what I'm saying, there's a chance your child might not come back home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Vehicles out here, still vehicles on these roads. And while your child is focused on getting his bag full of candy, somebody's gonna hit her. You're gonna lose your child because of your negligence to not be to be a parent. You're gonna have your child killed because you're not being a great parent, and a great parent will keep their child away from this holiday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say? Anything?
And then also you got people that's robbing kids for candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when my day, all you could get was candy out of me. But now kids got iPhones, AirPods. I mean, they got $1,000 equipment on them. Riding, they on live with the trick or treat bag, bucket or whatever. Yeah, we here. These 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kids.
Right. And
they got this stuff, man. And people that are hurting, that are robbing, they know it. You know what I'm saying? They see one woman that's probably about 20 years old, and she got 6 kids around. She's not paying attention to all them kids. Because guess what? She got her phone in her hand, checking her hair out, checking her costume out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when your attention should be on them children. So now the children are distracted. Now they can get you and rob you. Kids can't stop that, man. You can't stop that, man, because you got candy and a phone in your hand. Right. All right.
No sweat. If we stop celebrating Halloween, there's a chance we can stop candy corn from being made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can really come together and push candy corn off the existence on the dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's only here because we pay that every year. It's like the number one popular candy for Halloween that you only see during this time of year. If we come together, the people, we can get candy corn to not exist anymore.
Costume making.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? All that exists because of this. Keep going now. Give me the next paragraph.
Con.
It is widely.
It's widely believed today that the church was attempting to replace the Celtic festival of the dead with a related church-sanctioned holiday.
Read that again now.
It's widely believed today that the church was attempting to replace the Celtic festival of the dead with a related church sanctioned holiday.
So All Souls Day was the Christian church attempting to replace that Celtic holiday of Samhain, you know what I'm saying, with its own church sanctioned holiday. Christian church sanctioned holiday because it's not sanctioned in these scriptures. You understand? The Christian church pushes pagan holidays more than anything on the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pagan holidays is the cornerstone of Christianity. That and John 3:16.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Give me Isaiah 29:13 out. And this is for those Christian pastors out there, man, who misleading his people with these BS holidays. And it's all for money. Everything is all for $1. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth.
But we love Jesus, right?
Come.
He's in our soul. You know, silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. That's what they sing about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He on the main line. Those type of songs that they sing, saying they worship Christ. They want to, you know, be Christ-like. But go ahead.
And with their lips do honor me.
Big talk. Go ahead.
But have removed their heart far from me.
Had did what?
But have removed their heart far from me.
And nothing that the Christian church does glorifies the Most High. It all glorifies white Jesus, though. He's the star of all paganism. He's the poster child for all paganism, white Jesus.
Right.
And that's who your church pushes on you with all these holidays. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, you feel like white Jesus will forgive you for dressing up as a goblin and a goblin or transvestite or whore. It's all good in white Jesus' eyes.
Right.
But to our power, lie. We don't do that. What else you got on that?
And their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
And the fear, what? It's taught by who?
By the precept of men.
The Christian church does not teach you how to fear the Lord. Because if they did, they would teach you to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
And his laws, statutes, and commandments tell you to not follow Halloween. Now, that's the Old Testament. Give it to me in the New Testament. You had something to say?
Well, I do. You know what I'm saying? They teach you don't question God.
Right.
Which means don't question them when you ask them a question about the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why does the Bible say Israel this and Israel that? Don't do this and do that. Well, you can't question God.
Right.
Just sow your seeds and let Jesus take the wheel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
If Jesus is going to take the wheel, don't be mad at the turns he make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, sir.
Well said. No, good point. You know what I'm saying? You cannot question these traditional things that these Christians have been doing for years. They don't want you to question it.
Right.
For one, you're going to mess up the money.
Right.
And you mess up the money, you got to do it real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get your hand out of real pocket, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
And Rev got to deal with the first lady.
Right.
Because the first lady ain't worked a day since she met him.
Right.
In the pastoral service. Right. So she still want to keep getting her red bottoms and eating her lobster bisque. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Do first ladies still wear those big hats, or that's like a long time ago?
Some of them might do.
Okay, I know it's a new first lady in the earth right now.
Yeah, she got gold everything.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Her Benz is cost more than his.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She got some of the deacons carrying her in now.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Right. I believe it. Go ahead.
Come.
Matthew 15, 7-9. We're going to bring it out the New Testament, man.
I just seen it.
It's not on there. You got to pull it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we gave that scripture for the Old Testament. Let's get a New Testament, man. I know y'all Christians hate the Old Testament, but you follow the New Testament.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 7. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Right. Your heart is far from serving the Lord, man. You talk a big game. You know, the choir be on point, different tones and harmonics, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you in church faithfully every week. You talk a good game, but you ain't really about it.
Right.
You don't walk the walk. Anything else on that?
Come, verse 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Teaching commandments of men. And these men tell you go out and dress like a goddamn fool, you know what I'm saying, and go to each person's house and get candy put in the bag. You know what I'm saying? These doctrines of fools are pulling us further and further away from our true power, from our true glory. You know what I'm saying? Being the Lord's chosen people, that's our true glory, and we should walk in it. But you want to dress your son up as Captain America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, you want to put the little Superman suit with the muscles on it. You know what I'm saying?
With the muscles.
You want with the muscles on there.
Not just the little silk little suit now.
Right.
No, they got the whole.
They got the muscles on there. They got a 6-pack.
That's like if I may, sir. Actually, and what's so heavy about this lesson, you know, I talk about, you know, celebrating these pagan holidays as being, you know what I'm saying, spiritual fornication against the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it was talking about, you know, the traditions of men, you know, like in the church, you know what I'm saying, they not worried about you being a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? They not worried about you being a murderer. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach that part. They don't try to correct that part. But soon as a woman walk in there with some pants, it's on.
Right.
Soon as you don't raise your hand and get up out your seat to go to the restroom, it's on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like if you notice, like people now, you know what I'm saying, even if they trying to squeeze by you on the sidewalk or whatever, they even raise, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what matters in church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Raise your hand. The pastor's talking. You got to raise your hand if you're going to walk out and go to the bathroom.
Right.
You can't come in here with them pants like that. You got to have this on. You got to have that on. You know what I'm saying? But they not worried about, you know, you coming in there being a homosexual or a murderer and trying to correct yourself and leave, you know what I'm saying, as a true child of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They worry about their traditions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I may, it seems like the more and more this oppressor gives us this freedom in his land, the more and more we just get retarded. Like we starting to lose our minds. I was watching on Facebook earlier. You ever heard of Sunday's Best on BET? It's like a gospel singing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So on Facebook, this sister wrote that she's the first LGBT finalist to make it on Sunday's Best. So I'm like, wow. What Bible do y'all read? Like, but it's really all about $1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These bullies, LGBT, these bullies, they found a way to squeeze themselves into every facet of life. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a part of everything. And the Christian church, they have no problem with long as $1 being added to them. Come on in here.
Right.
Come on in here. Soon later, they're gonna be accepting pedophiles. Soon later, they're gonna be accepting child molesters and all that.
And they got their own church now, so they ain't got to go to a regular church.
You're right. And it's all been accepted because why Jesus lived it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy with this. These are all the things that why Jesus was.
Right.
Homosexual, child molester, predator, all these things. And we completely taken on that spirit in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? There's only one sanctuary where a man can be a man, and that is the I.S.U.P.K, man, on the command journey.
That's right.
It's the only place. The only place you can be a goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? But soon as you step out these doors, the world is against you. You understand? Like tomorrow, my daughter will not be celebrating the little Halloween thing they have in class. Everybody else coming dressed up. She wearing her regular school uniform.
Right.
My daughter's 4 years old, and I put her on my lap and said, "Baby, do we celebrate Christmas?" She said, "Nope." I said, "We also don't celebrate Halloween either. We don't celebrate birthdays." She said, I told her, "Don't feel bad about not wearing a costume. When you get home, Dad, give you a cupcake for not crying in front of everybody." You know what I'm saying? Right. Give them little treats to let them know they doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my daughter, no, we do not do that.
And like just for information purposes, so like if I may,
go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can go to your child's school and inform them, hey, like we don't celebrate any holidays that are, you know, considered normal in this country or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all gonna have activities, you know, please sit, you know, bring her to the principal's office. Or
Right.
sit her in the front office until everything is over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can do that.
And they will do that.
You know what I'm saying? And they can't say nothing about it because guess what? When them Arab kids have Ramadan or whatever, they excuse from school. They can if they want to go lay in front of the water fountain at a certain time, they let them lay in front of the water fountain at whatever time you want them to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When them Moabite kids, whatever if it's rooster day, chicken day, rat
Right.
day,
Good night.
you know what I'm saying? Like they let them do they do. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to us, we got to follow the so-called Christian or the American way of doing things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But not the true way of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The true way of the Bible says don't celebrate that stuff.
Right.
Because if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, they should have some Passover or some Feast of Tabernacle activities at the school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't.
Right.
So you can go to your school, at least in Texas and in Houston, you can. You know what I'm saying, and say, hey, I don't want my kid participating in these type of things. Easter, Valentine's Day, don't give my kid nothing. I don't teach my kid none of that stuff. So if you could, please send them to the front office or give them extra work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if they don't comply, then you clearly have a lawsuit or whatever on your hands.
Legal right to do something.
You know what I'm saying?
And if I may, don't forget about them, the so-called Jewish man.
Yeah, right. The Jewish man
he
too.
gets anything he wants out of the school system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to play that same role too. Use that same power that they're using. You know what I'm saying? We got to be willing to do it. You got to be willing to serve your power, man. Willing to not give a damn what nobody says. Willing to not care if your kid is being left out. You got to be willing to go through that hell. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to watch your kids cry in front of you and not give a damn.
Right.
You still got to teach them. You still got to teach them to serve their power. Keep going out.
Cut on con, sir.
Anything else in that scripture? No sweat.
It was 15 and no, yeah, we were done Matthew 15.
All right. Negroes lose their minds over some goddamn smarties. You know what I'm saying? We out here sinning against the Lord for some damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Shock tarts.
Bottle caps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do they beat that? You know what I'm saying? Who is making this stuff?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we keeping these companies alive because of one holiday. You know what I'm saying? Bottle caps. Keep going. I read.
All right.
All Souls Day.
All Souls Day was celebrated similarly to Samhain, with big bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils.
As what?
Saints, angels, and devils.
And devils. The white man, he felt home when he read devil. That was him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He just come outside naked.
Right. He is in his spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nature. His natural man. You know what I'm saying? But All Souls Day was implemented by the Christian church, which is celebrated the same way as Samhain Day. You know what I'm saying? And this way where Christians can have those festivals, like the bonfire, have the parades, dress up in costumes, the orgies and all that, which they do. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church enacted this. You know what I'm saying? And they take these customs from like the Celtics and from other people, and they add their own spin to it to make those people comfortable with being a Christian. You know what I'm saying? To make those people not have any pushback with being a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But the law don't give a damn about none of that. Go ahead out.
Con. The All Saints Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas, from Middle English All Hallowmees, meaning All Saints Day.
Right.
And the night before it, the traditional night of Samhain in the Celtic religion began to be called All Hallows Eve and eventually Halloween.
Right. All right. So how did Halloween come to America? Go ahead out.
Halloween comes to America. The celebration of Halloween was extremely limited in colonial New England because of the rigid Protestant belief systems there. Halloween was much more common in Maryland and the southern colonies, as the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups and the American Indians meshed. A distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge.
Right. So when the Europeans came here, they with their customs and the North American Indian customs, they meshed together and it became some of what we call Halloween. Go ahead.
Come. The first celebrations included play parties, which were public events held to celebrate the harvest.
Right.
Neighbors would share stories of the dead, tell each other's fortunes, dance, and sing.
I said revelry again. You know what I'm saying? Festival mode. Go ahead.
Colonial Halloween festivities also featured the telling of ghost stories and mischief making of all kinds.
Right. So just the ghost stories, man. So y'all know ghosts are not real. Ghosts are not real.
Right.
Where does your spirit go once it leaves Earth?
To the Most High.
It goes to the Most High, man. That is not Big Mama that you saw last night moving across the room. You know what I'm saying? For instance, if ghosts was real, the majority of white people would be dead on Earth. You know how many Indians are waiting to come back and scalp a white man from what they've done to them?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like 99 million African Americans, 60 million, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic Native Indians died. You know what I'm saying? If ghosts were real, all white people be dead. You understand? Ghosts are not real. These are stories that are made up to tell kids. You know what I'm saying? But demons are real. We gotta let you know that demons are real.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's lucky.
But
Halloween was not yet celebrated everywhere in the country.
right. So at first it wasn't celebrated everywhere. Just those little pocket places where it was celebrated. Go ahead.
In the second half of the 19th century, America was flooded with new immigrants.
What?
America was flooded with new immigrants.
Devils.
These new immigrants, especially the millions of Irish fleeing the Irish potato famine, helped to popularize the celebration of Halloween nationally.
So when the Irish came over, Halloween became a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It became a national holiday once the Irish came over here. The Irish immigrants. All right. Give me Proverbs 3 and 31. On the second sheet if you want to look at it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Like when those Native Indians, American Indians, was dealing with those Europeans, they should knew then. Now we can't be like y'all, and we will not choose none of the things y'all do. We will not do none of the things that y'all do. We will not. That sets you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? When a white man get close to you, he friendly with y'all, celebrate harvest together. Next day, you sleeping in a blanket full of smallpox. You know what I'm saying? Because you chose not to keep your customs and follow theirs. You understand? Give me Second Thessalonians 2 and 15.
Come on. This book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught.
And do what? And hold what?
Hold the traditions which ye have been taught.
What are the traditions that Israel have been taught? Our culture is in this Bible. The tradition that our forefathers done, it is in this Bible. Our high holy day, Leviticus 23, is in this Bible. Those are the only traditions we should keep. Go ahead.
Khan. Whether by word or our epistle.
What about what?
Whether by word or our epistle.
Right, man. We got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments that was given us to by word or by this book. You understand? Anything else like you got?
Wow, sir.
All right, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to Thursday Scripture Breakdown class, man. I hope you got a great understanding of why we do not follow the oppressor's high holy days, why we do not follow no days of any heathens. You understand? Because we have our own. And what our own do, it brings us together and it strengthens us as a nation.
Right.
You understand? And that's what the Lord wants us to do. He wants us to gather ourselves together and become stronger. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be worried about the dead, the Day of the Dead and all that, all saints and all that stuff. We should be worried about building this kingdom up, strengthening ourselves when our King returns. You know what I'm saying? And with that, go ahead.
Imagine, which means to stand. Give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then the sisters. Men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Yazamatat. Saw, face the sisters. Men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba Shem Yahweh Shah. Yazamatat. Dismiss.